I thought I would show you guys some... Oh, Charlie's come to help. I would show you guys my autumn pack that I sell on TPT, Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll put the link in the description to the video if you want to go and get it. It's currently on sale for $7, which works out £5.31p or something. Oh, I've got another helper. Beth, come to help. Right, let me just have a little talk through some of the things we've got in here. Okay, I had to wait till nap time because there was no way I was going to be able to tell you about this with all the children trying to... They were all doing Play-Doh and they were all quite happy, so I thought, oh, I'll just quickly tell you about this. But of course, as soon as I started talking to the camera, everyone wanted to see what I was doing. So this is just an example. These sheets, I would recommend you either laminate or just put in a folder, hole punch and put in a folder, and you get a whole stack of these. This is what I mean about my printer. For some reason, it will do one fine and then it messes up the margins. And in some of these, you will see it's added... Well, I'll show you when we get to it. Huge, great big lines across things. So I really need a new printer. But this pack's had some really good reviews on my site. And like I said, I'll add the link to the bottom, to the description. So this is autumnal Play-Doh. You get the recipe here. Tells you how to do it. And then it gives you some play ideas. And this here tells you where it meets the early years foundation stage primary areas. And so yeah, there's different things you can do. Apple pumpkin printing, autumn sorting tray, tells you what you need, tells you the areas of learning. There are others that have... So they have full descriptions about everything you need to do, ideas of how to set up some themed shelves in your play area. See, this is what I mean. Look, it has just trashed, and I don't know why it's done it. But that's not on the PDF, I can assure you. Gives you some ideas of how to present some autumn reading, things you can make, homemade apple juice. There's loads and loads of things. Getting outside, having a forage, making a crumble. Loads and loads and loads of things. Pumpkins and gourds, using them to measure. Some of these have also got extensions to learning. Autumn sensory tray, things to add to that. Teaching about hibernation, small world play, sorting. So there's all of that sort of stuff. And then we have some printouts. So this is just... See, look, it's done it there as well. This printer's got to go. So yes, just a couple of colouring sheets and some ideas of how you could colour them if they wanted to, or just do it themselves. These are just things I've thrown together. They're not the best colouring sheets in the world, but I don't have the equipment. And then there's a full autumn planning sheet with ideas of play, things you can talk about, language and stuff you can use, some literacy ideas, some book suggested reading list, things you can do, you know, any time of the you know, through autumn, things you can find, experiences you can go and have with the children, and how it meets the areas of learning. I've also got one about harvest, because obviously harvest is at this time as well, and we have harvest festivals. And you know, if you live out in the countryside, you'll be seeing all the tractors go out and harvesting the crops. This is a little bit like the activity that I did with the leaves, but you can just use coloured fingerprints, so you can print that out for the children, and they can each add leaves or make a mound of leaves down here for the little girls to sweep up. This is a colour by numbers, so we've got 2, 3, 1, and they can colour the leaves the right colour. Again, my printer has messed up. This is just this. You could cut this out and you could laminate it, and then cut these out and laminate them, and then you could stick Velcro on here, and on the backs of these you could stick Velcro, and then you could have it as a tray activity. Or you can just give this to the children. They can cut these out, and then they can complete the pattern. So conquer pumpkin, conquer pumpkin, conquer pumpkin, conquer. So it's just really simple, teaching them sort of mathematical concepts of patterns. There's just a simple counting one there where they can do the number, and if they go 1, 2, 3, but they don't know what a 3 looks like, they can go 1, 2, 3, and then they have a visual reminder of what a 3 looks like. This is for slightly older children who've got better pen control. Maybe you're sort of 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds who are in reception or you know, sort of just starting Key Stage 1. So you have a picture of an apple, you have the word apple, and then lighter is apple, and they can go over it. And again, my printer has scrawled ink across it. This is the pumpkin number game. So this is like, it's a little bit like Beetle. If you've ever played Beetle and you have to build a Beetle, you roll the dice. So if you draw a pumpkin and you cut out some triangles, or you can just draw the things on when you've done them, and you can make the pumpkin number game, roll the dice, and you want to get a completed pumpkin, but you have to roll a 6 to start, so that you've got a body to start with, and then fill it up as you roll the dice, take it in turns. This is number recognition, so colour the apples different colours, using the colour by numbers. So that's just an example. Okay, I'm just really annoyed that that the printer hasn't displayed that as well as I hoped it would. Obviously it's cut margins off things. Like I said, my old printer was amazing, printed all those things out really nicely, margins and everything were fine, didn't leave big lines on it. Then it broke, and went and just picked this one up cheap, because at the time I didn't have a lot of money, and just thought, right, I'll just get a printer that will do the job. It's nowhere near as good, and I don't know why it messes up what it messes up, and cuts off margins and leaves marks all over it and doesn't print as nicely. But it gives you an idea of the packs. The packs have been really successful. You know, people, like I said, that's about £5 with the conversion rate. I think it's about £5.31 at the moment. It's $7, and that's the whole of your autumn and harvest planning there. It's got recipes for Play-Doh. It's got ideas of things you can make, things you can do. You know, just picking up free things from outdoors. You know, with conkers and leaves and sticks, and how you can extend the learning. And it's all your planning and everything you need there, or any ideas and teaching ideas if you just want to do some fun educational stuff with your children, even if you're not a childminder, or you know, you don't work in daycare or with children. So I'm going to put the link below in the description for my Teachers Pay Teachers Worms Eye View store. So if you go to Teachers Pay Teachers and you look for under stores for Worms Eye View, you should be able to find me. Like I said, I've got free printables and stuff on there as well, so it's not all stuff to buy. I've got cheap stuff, I've got more expensive stuff. I have, so the planning that you saw there, with the, so it said autumn or harvest, and then it had the areas of learning. I have like packs of 26 planning sheets, and they take me a long time to do. There's a lot of research, a lot of ideas, you know, that takes a while to get all that together. So I do sell the packs of 26, which is like 2 years planning, and I've got 3 packs of 26, but each one is $20, so I'm not quite sure what that works out at in UK. But like I said, PayPal does all the conversions for you, and if you want to see what it is you're actually going to spend, then just go onto Google and just, you know, write in, you know, $7 to UK pounds. But yeah, the autumn pack, and I believe Thanksgiving, and I believe Thanksgiving, there was another one. The Halloween one I think is cheaper, but you know, check out my Halloween pack as well, because you know, again, that's got sort of 29 pages of resources and planning. It's got all the planning sheets, it's got activity sheets, everything you need to get you started for some Halloween play and learning. So I'm going to stop promoting myself now. You know, I need to do a bit of self-promotion. I know, you know, it's my job. Got to bring in an income. I hate talking money. But if you think this is useful, if you know anyone who might find it useful, who works with children, home eds, anything like that, then please, you know, send them a link, and yeah, go check out my store. Thank you, people.